Potion of Elemental Defense. Nice. That's huge. Good pistol. Animancer's Hat. Journal entry. It has been a stroke of unimaginable fortune to find an Audra vein in such pristine condition. The essence is so concentrated here that even at the far side of the corridor, the pillar's light pulses like a star. At times, I almost feel as if I can sense it, like the warmth of sunlight upon the skin. We will need to reinforce the central chamber before attempting further excavations. The ruins are unstable, and Cella's motley workforce of savages and paupers grow more fearful by the day. With that assistance of a single watcher, we could trace the essence of the primary vein and isolate those deposits worthy of extraction. I petitioned Director Castol of Nekataka for such a resource, but I'm continually rebuffed. It is unthinkable that the Valiant Trade Company cannot isolate, within the vast borders of its considerable influence, a single suitable candidate. I must assume that the wretched elite woman is hoarding them for her fanciful experiments. Transportation. As if we have the time to expend on such frivolities. Moss and Grime have escaped clear. Vibrant views of English figures. Doro the Reckless defeated 7 beasts bare-handed. Hidden goodies? No hidden goodies.
Let's take a look. That's Risi.
Oh, she did. Frozen mid-stride, this grim figure is turned toward the colossal pillar of Audra that dominates the chamber. The ashen corpse's outstretched hands rests upon the crystal's dulled surface. Clutched tightly in the remnants of a fist is a bundle of papers, bound together by a leather cord. Several more pages are scattered on the ground at your feet.
Oderisi was always a bit obsessive, but he was a good enough fellow. I hope this was quick, whatever it was.
He leans forward as if to close the figure's eyes or smooth his features, but merely clasps his hand with a troubled frown. As you pull the papers free, the ashen fingers gripping them slow away, disintegrating into a fine plume of dust. Oderisi's notes acquired from this corpse are a dense collection of jargon and diagrams. They allude to mechanical and chemical processes used to treat Audra while it's refined into powder. These notes would doubtless be of interest to those working directly with Luminous Audra. Cool. Standing here by the lone figure, you are struck with a feeling of dread. The air around you, the very motes of ash and dust, all of it is stagnant and still. The feeling grows worse when you look up at the Audra and sense no energy flowing into its surface. It's as though it's been disconnected from the wheel. So that's supposed to glow? Cool.
You place your hand against the pillar of Luminous Audra. A dim, warm light emanates from the surface, but it feels cool to the touch. Pinpricks dance along your fingers, uncomfortable, but not painful. A woman's voice, scratchy, distant, and halting, echoes in your mind.
Find your soul in him.
Okay.
You concentrate, peering into the Audra's energy as you would peer into a soul. Its inner light is blinding, but as you become accustomed to it, you perceive the core of the Audra itself, a churning mass of millions of soul fragments. With a jolt, the energy reaches out to you, the Anguithan ruin fragments around you, breaking into incoherent shapes and dissolving to dust, falling into an infinite well of dark gray vapor. Even the ground itself disintegrates into nothingness. All that remains is the murky expanse of the in-between. The Audra pillar, and a skein of golden threads rooted in the pillar that extend far off into the distance. You focus on the threads. You catch glimpses of memories, your memories. mingled among the memories of thousands of other captive souls. The filaments begin to cohere, rapidly twining into a golden cord. With a muffled crack, the cord ripples outward in a violent wave toward the endless distance.
Kind of like doing...
The cord undulates over a space so vast that you lose sight of the wave before it finds its end. Then, a heavy creaking, like the sound of mountains shearing under their own weight, washes through the dull gloom of the in-between. A violent force yanks you along the cord at an incredible speed. The murk of the in-between warps erratically, as though you are observing it through an ill-ground lens. Just as quickly as you were pulled forward, you stop, suspended below a massive figure of ancient carved Audra. Like all Audra, it glimmers with energy, but the souls and memories within it are not flowing down. They churn in a vortex that burns at the heart of the statue's mass.
So he's
some invisible
literally
engine.
absorbing a bunch of souls before they, like, get past limbo, which is called the in-between.
It is Aethys. The great golden cord terminates in his back, sending pulses of energy throughout his limbs as they move. He walks in long, slow strides toward a brilliant pillar of Audra far in the distance. It shines even more brightly in the in-between than Aethys. From within the teeming throng of souls, dozens of eyes look out to you. Through the cord, their collective anguish and despair push at the edge of your mind.
Help us! Please! Help us!
Their voices echo in your mind. Somewhere within their ranks, you can feel the presence of your own soul, slumbering deeper in the gyre.
Now we could reach out to the lost souls, push past them to find our own, or just say, Aethys, stop. Now I'm getting flashbacks of, like, Hercules going into Hades to try and get the one chick back. And he, like, gets... I'm afraid we're gonna get, like, sucked in if we try and reach for anything, so stop.
Aethys' stride slows and stops. His head slowly pivots until its great burning eyes are cast back along the cord. As his gaze meets yours, you feel an overwhelming rush of incredible joy mingled with profound sadness. You have sensed similar anguish in lost souls, but never with this intensity. A soothing voice drifts into your mind.
It takes great bravery to venture through the in-between, even for a watcher.
A swell of admiration radiates out from the god's heart, a force so intense that it momentarily overwhelms you.
You do not need to follow me, for their sake or your own. Something beautiful is coming. Something that will save us all.
A great light shines from Aethys' brow, so bright that even the souls within him flinch from the source, cowering in fear.
Usually when they say something like that, in these types of games, it means, don't worry, it's gonna save us all. We're just all gonna have to die first.
Through the glare, you see Aethys' massive arm reach up to grasp the golden cord. The tether, carrying energy from the Audra pillar to him, that also suspends your consciousness.
Give me my soul back first, please? Hold on, give me back my soul!
I still have need of it, but do not be afraid, Watcher. Dawn will come for us all in time.
Aethys yanks on the golden cord, pulling it from his back. The cord tears into filaments that blacken and dissolve to dust. Without pause, he turns to resume his stride toward the distant pillar of Audra, shining on the boundless horizon. You hear the souls within him cry out for just a moment, before your consciousness is snapped away from them. The in-between goes dark. For a second, you feel a mix of nausea and a sensation like spinning and falling. Then the moment ends. Your consciousness has returned to the Angwithan arena. The world is sideways, the Audra pillar upside down. You flinch at the feeling that you're standing on the ceiling. The disorientation overwhelms you and you collapse to your knees next to the luminous Audra pillar. Previously dim and flickering, the pillar now glows with a strong and steady light. You touch the Audra again, but the chill and prickling sensations you felt before are gone, replaced with a comforting warmth, like the embers of a fire that has just lost its flame.
So the giant dude was plugged into that as a battery, and then he unplugged himself. As you return to the world, you feel a hand on your back.
You alright? Come on, we just got your back.
Despite his tone, you can see genuine concern in Adair's eyes. You alright? Yeah, I'm fine.
I heard you say that before. Had something to do with a 2,000-year-old lunatic talking to you in your dreams. I've seen you commune with souls of the dead, but this looked altogether different. What happened?
His gaze flickers to the brightly glowing Audra. So we don't have a requirement for metaphysics. I guess that's us who has the metaphysics, because he has it. That means we need to have some more insight and stuff on him. Yeah, typical. Just when I'm on the verge of getting some answers from a god, he cuts me off.
They've got to employ their priests somehow.
Oh, she's agitated.
What did Gon say? Is he gonna meet us? What do we do next? He charged you with a divine calling, didn't he? Just like he's done for me.
I'm confused. He's like Aloth is atheist, kind of, but he likes dutiful people. So he's wondering if I got a divine calling. Sure, I want to be clever, so I guess that's why I'm the captain. He's moving toward Luminous Audra.
How hard can it be to find in a chain of thousands of islands?
I wonder what he's after, and why he's been giving me these dreams. The things I've seen, they leave a mark on your soul.
She rubs her arms despite the balmy air.
I may not know what Gon's got planned for me, but clearly he wanted me to meet you.
Well... Sorry, Odorisi. Looks like your soul has currently been sucked up and no longer in your own use.
Happy to oblige.
Can we please look at this? Now it says not. So I have this active right now. If your health is below 5%. I actually want if their health is below 50. How do I make it so it's 50? Health below 25. Well, that's a heal allies. Bloodied. Okay, I think this is where it is. I don't know what that is. You don't have second wind. That's not going to help you. You have another heal. Where is it? Hopefully this will let him do the restore, though. Can we get rid of this? Oh, no. That's actually amazing. I want to get that soon. Why don't I have that? Try and get the greatest number of allies. Okay, good. I really want this, too. Why can't we put consecrated ground here? It's not even an option. Oh, we also want you to cast this if it's if one of the people's dying too. We'll eventually get revive. Nice. Cool. That should be better. By list order. Defensive. Character will actively seek out nearby enemies for combat, regardless of whether or not they are being directly attacked. Character will not move to attack automatically under any circumstance. I think defensive for you. What are you? You're aggressive? I think that's a good one. And how about you? You're being aggressive, which is fine. And I'm doing everything for me. Excellent.
Sure thing.
Have you always been glowing? Oh, okay then. If you say I'm just gonna believe you.
Keeping an eye out.
I see a soul in the darkness.
Rusted copper construct. Get your bludgeoning thing out. I think you might as well be melee. Is this slashing? That's slashing and piercing, which is not good. So you go ahead and be a ranged character. What's a good preemptive spell again? I could confuse him. Actually, I think web would be great. Because these both look melee. If we can get him to not be with us, I think that's going to be great.
One ready for raping.
Okay, that's going to be our plan.
Yeah? I got it.
Actually, I want to see if I can do this. I want to see if I can cast Tanglefoot. Okay, it didn't get anybody, so undo this and see if you can aggro then run back.
Let's get started.
You can. Now these two are ranged. You can go ahead and attack. And now you can cast web. Heck, just do it on all of them. And what is web against, actually? It's accuracy versus that reflex? Reflex. You...
Here we go.
Can we blind these guys? I guess you can't be blinded. But that's good. This one's actually taking a lot more hits. So let's all focus on you.
This one's for Keyleth. Really?
Did you not do that? You... Sure.
Show me. Another round, another crit.
I shall.
Why are you doing that? You are being dumb. See, was that so hard?
Another for the queen.
No pen, huh? Well, you go ahead and back up then. I said go ahead and back up then. Thank you.
Better than that.
I think the worm would go down faster, so let's kill him.
Damn. stretch. Let's get started. Ulu, there!
I got it.
Attack!
May I be a candle in the night.
That went a lot better. That, like, stopping them all on the hobbled thing, that was great. I think hobbled actually makes them have lower reflex, which then made the web hit.
Yes?
Which is some great synergy. Hobbled. Yeah, minus dexterity. Which, as far as I understand, does affect that pretty well, so excellent. Who's that?
Easily done.
Sword, a pickaxe. Is that it? Okay, cool. We're making our way through this, the dig site. Class. We did this. Let's head, I guess, this way. We're doing really well.
Whoa, whoa, look.
What are these? Brine imps? Go ahead and confuse them. Actually, never mind. Cancel that. Actually, I want to equip this again, because this has +3 deflection against melee stuff. Let's all try actually just going to... Do the barrels explode?
Here we go.
Oh, I saw all of that? Gunpowder. Perfect. Do I have like a... You have a stun bomb.
I hope nobody saw.
Okay, now you need to come all the way up here. That is a lot more than I thought would be coming. Just get ready up here.
Damn, not a stretch.
Okay.
I'm having some...
Are you gonna heal? Can we hit the barrels? Please work. It would be so cool if that worked.
Trouble moving through this.
Let's get started.
That was almost horrible. You probably actually need to blind some of these guys.
That's it.
That was amazing! That worked exactly how I wanted it to.
Go for some shut-eye about now.
Oh my goodness. Okay. Who's still alive? You're barely alive.
That dog won't hunt.
Next time.
Okay. Oh my gosh, that was so great. Oh, that made my heart sing.
That hardly seems fair.
Yes?
That was pretty cool. Oh, you are like 13 away from leveling.
Indeed.
Oh, I can't believe that worked exactly how I wanted it to. That's fantastic. Rice, oil, chitlin. Give me that chitlin. Tattered note. I wasn't sure about the constructs at first. These new techniques may be less extreme than those of eccentrics like Galvano, but it gets harder to remember that once the hulking things are moving around like large, noisy, witless dolls. The constructs require daily maintenance, and they make the workers uncomfortable. Still, they've been an effective deterrent to the local wildlife, and I have to admit I've started to feel as safer with one of them standing nearby while I work. Odorisi despises the things and avoids them if possible. That alone is a considerable benefit. Apparently they don't like Odorisi. We just ran into that fight. We probably shouldn't have done that. We were already getting our butt kicked. Let's rest, actually. How many more fruit do we have? We have a lot? We still got 12. We need to get something that we can eat that's not like the ship crew stuff. Because I like having the... Cuttlefish is good. We need to just find a bunch of those. I don't want to give them ale, because it gives -1 dex. Oh, wow, that's good. Pork is good too. -10% damage taken. You guys can eat rice. Especially you can eat rice. Just you. Sure, you get less bonus healing, but then you also are not taking as much damage. And we don't have as many healing spells for that to make sense. A lot of levels up. Let's get some lockpicking in here first.
That's how it's done.
That was enough to level him up. That's awesome. A fine dagger. I think that's a good choice.
Plan.